What's up, everybody? Jaxxsin here, and today I got a story I want to do. It's about Geoff Keighley, No Man's Sky, and Sean Murray. Okay, if you don't know who Geoff Keighley is, he runs YouTube Gaming Live. He used to run the other show, VGX 2014, or I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. The only thing I know about this guy is I see him on like the E3 when I'm watching this shit on YouTube, their stream. I've seen him in like some of the cringe clips of fucking Sean Murray straight up lying. And with that in mind, I'm gonna have a fucking link right above this, because this is so this is to a neogaf thread that my buddy Aristotle linked me. I'll have that there, but above it, I'm gonna have a video by a YouTuber named Solo Jones. Brilliant video. All he did was edited all the footage together of all the lies that Sean Murray said and told about No Man's Sky. That's it. That's all he did. All he did was took all of these things that Sean Murray said was going to be in No Man's Sky. He put it together in like a 7-8 minute clip. Fucking all, just his lies. I'm going to have that above it, and I suggest you watch that. Then click on the NeoGaf link and go click on the link within the thread on the post, and it'll take you to like the proper time, because the episode of the show is like 2 hours long and it's the very end. Okay, so for the purposes of this video, I'm just gonna read what this poster wrote. I'm gonna read it to you, and then I'm gonna get into like, based on that, just in case you decide I don't want to go watch the Geoff Keighley video, I'm just gonna basically read this so it kind of fills it in what was going on, and it goes to my point. So, some interesting revelations in this video. Geoff was worried that the big premiere put a huge weight on the team's shoulders, something they could never really escape from. Oh, like, that's one of the things, but we'll do it. I'll get started on it after I finish this. Sean Murray didn't want Geoff near the team anymore earlier this year, as he thought Geoff was too negative. Geoff didn't agree with them early on with the decision to price it at $60 and box it in for retail, among other things. Why? Why didn't you agree with that? Unless you knew that the game wasn't what he was saying it was. Because of a lot of us who didn't know that, Geoff, had no problem with No Man's Sky charging $60. I defended it myself. In fact, I maintained that if it was what he said it was going to be, no one would have given a shit about the $60 price, Geoff. The only reason people give a shit about the $60 price, Geoff, is because it's not a $60 title. Right? It's a $40 title max right now, as is. $40 tops. Alright? So why were you concerned? Why? That's a question I have for you. Why did you care that they were charging $60? Unless you knew that he was lying when giving interviews to you and several other high-profile outlets. Right? Unless you knew. And then he tells you to stay away and you still don't say anything. You don't say anything. I guess you don't get to be the head of fucking YouTube gaming without, having zero integrity at all. Geoff finds that the game overall was disappointing, in large part because Sean essentially refused to communicate openly to fans. No, that's not... No. Okay, he did communicate openly with fans. Not openly, he communicated with fans. What we believed to be openly with fans, okay? He was just telling us lies, right? And you were servicing those lies. You were getting those lies from his mouth into our ears. You and several other high fucking profile fucking YouTube channels, news sites online. All of you fuckers that get early access and get to go sit down with these developers in their fucking, home turf, alright? All of you guys dropped the fucking ball on No Man's Sky. I'm sorry, you guys have dropped the ball. None of us knew, okay? None of us knew that he was not being open and honest with his players. We did not. You did, Geoff. You did. And I'm gonna say that you did, based on the fact that you had a problem with him charging $60. Because I think that a lot of us who defended the game for charging $60 because we thought it was going to be a massively multiplayer online universe, because he said it was going to have multiplayer, okay? He said it was going to have multiplayer, that you could meet people in the game. He said you couldn't see yourself, but other players could see you. Okay? Watch that video, guys, of all those lies. Anyway. Compares him directly to Peter Molyneux. I didn't know who that was until this article. I did some research on him, but basically from the same hometown, the same fucking story. Basically lied. Geoff finds Sean is open. Oh, this is the last thing. Sean is open to the idea of appearing on the show later in October to discuss the game, which would be his first appearance, in fact, his first statement since he was silent in August since the game launched. Okay. Here's the problem with this. Okay. It wasn't just Sean Murray and all the other people involved in this that were telling the lie. You know, it's not just Sean Murray telling the lies, okay? Anyone who knew that he was lying and didn't say anything about it is just as responsible. Okay? I'm sorry. You can call me crazy, you can say, "Oh, that's bullshit." He had to stay quiet. Why? Did he have a deal signed with them? Was he contractually obligated to remain silent on the fact that he knew Sean Murray was lying? That he was overcharging for this title? Okay? Is he under contract? And if he is, why? Okay? And this really, it cuts into like, this is the meat of the problem with the industry, okay? Yell at pre-orderers all you want. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, definitely part of the infection, okay? Yell about fucking, ignorant consumers buying microtransactions all you want. It's fine. Yes, it's a little part of the infection. But another part of the infection that is deep in this problem is the way that the journalists in the media, or in this medium, in the video game industry, the way that they distribute the news. Okay? When you have IGN, GameSpot, all these giant news, reputable, trustworthy, or supposedly trustworthy news outlets, there's a reason they're getting early access to these games. There's a reason they're getting first look at, like, Destiny, and it's a in-house video produced and made in-house by Bungie. This is why. This is why those people were able to go talk to Sean Murray and the people over at No Man's Sky, but he would never have let a Jim Sterling go over there. He would have never let an Angry Joe go in there. He would have never let anyone who would have ever been critical, or if they knew what he was doing, would tell. Because I believe, deep in my core, that if a Jim Sterling or an Angry Joe or someone like that knew that gamers were going to just about to get as colossally fucked as we did in the case of No Man's Sky, that they would let us know. Okay? I like to believe that because, I see it. I've seen them do things like that before, okay? Things that weren't popular, things that made them stand to lose subscribers. But they didn't care. They did it anyway, right? Now, the problem with a guy like Geoff Keighley coming out all these many times later and doing this, and basically you need to watch this, the way he says this, okay? You need to pay attention. What he's doing is he's trying to paint us with Sean Murray and Hello Games as like this just in over their head little developer who's innocent, and they just, it got out of their control and they couldn't handle it. And we should honestly, at the end of the day, we should feel sorry for them. We should feel sorry for Hello Games, right? That's how he's describing this. And that's a lot of how this industry describes news. Whenever anyone reports anything bad about Destiny, it's always followed with like, but it's gotten lots better, and Bungie has said that maybe someday they'll take a long, hard look at the complications facing Destiny in the beginning. Right? As if they're over, too. As if they're done. Like, because they don't want you to think that there's anything wrong with the game anymore, right? And that's what Geoff Keighley's doing, okay? He's doing 50% kissing fucking Sean Murray's ass trying to get him to come on his show, which I highly doubt Sean Murray's going to come on your show, Geoff. I highly doubt it. Alright? And if he does, you're going to throw him softball pitch bitch boy questions all goddamn day. You're not going to try to ask him about the lies he told. Because you know what? Sean Murray isn't going to go and talk to anyone who's going to fucking take him to task. and be like, what about when you said this? How about when you said at this point in time you can land on asteroids in this game and you can farm them? What about when you said that? You said that was now you can do that. You can currently do that. And that was during development of the game. How come you can't currently do it? However many months now it has been since release, Sean. Why? You know? How come it's just, you know, and Geoff Keighley, he's just, you know, I don't care. I don't care. All right. You come out this long later, guess what you get from me? You get criticism from me on why you didn't come out earlier. Why didn't you come out right after the game came out? Right? Right after. Why'd you wait? Why'd you wait? Why'd you wait until the fucking goddamn game decided to be, you know, scrutinized by the ASA? Why'd you wait? Jeff, I don't understand why you waited so long. And in my opinion, you people who knew, if you knew, and this video is speculation, keep that in mind. This video is speculation. I'm running under the assumption he knew because he had a problem with the fucking $60 price tag. Because a lot of us who were just running under what Sean Murray was telling us via these fucking assholes, right? Those of us who were running under that, we were defending this game and we were trying to champion them. You know, because we were expecting it to be what they were telling us it was going to be. So if you knew that it wasn't going to be what it was going to be, you would say, ah, that's a little much, Sean. I would have said that. I would have been like, yeah, guys, like, I think $60 is a little much. And I probably wouldn't have defended them. Right? I would have stayed quiet. No, I would have said this isn't worth it, and I would have spoke up about it. How come you didn't fucking come out and say anything, Jeff? How come you didn't say anything? You just stayed quiet. How am I ever supposed to think that you are going to give me the news that I need to stay in the loop as a consumer? I can't. I can't know that, Jeff. Anyway, guys, that's it for me, Jaxxsin. Those are my thoughts on this. Love you. Till next time, stay safe, stay awesome, stay sexy, stay cool. Be nice to each other, and let's just keep everyone on a fucking even level with the knowledge. Jeff, share it.